guys, it's Tammy and I'm back. I am back with the Q&A. In last week's video, I told you that I would be building memories with my son before he left. He left this morning safe and sound. Let's just hope over the next 2 days he makes it to his destination safely. Thomas, I love you very much, and I know you need to explore the world, and just have fun. Enjoy every day like it's your last, all right? So anyways, let's get on with the Q&A. I am not going to make this into a 30-minute video because, well, who wants to watch me for 30 minutes? And I've got other things that I need to get done. I don't even like watching myself for 30 minutes, so let's get started. So Andrea, she asks, I've been doing keto for 6 months and I've lost 80 pounds. Well, first off, congratulations to you, girl. That is awesome. Keep it up. My hair is starting to get really thin. Is this from keto or just dieting, period? Thanks for all your help. A couple of things. I genetically have thin hair. My father has thin hair and my mother has thin hair. So I've always had thin hair. A lot of people do complain that their hair does fall out, that it is getting thinner, and it can be a complications of certain things. One, your calories are too low. You're not getting the right macro and micronutrients. Number two, your protein is too low. I see this all the time when people do keto. I have a video on how much protein you should be having. Protein, it's for skin, it's for hair, it's for your nails and everything like that. A lot of people substitute with like bone broth. They also substitute with some collagen powder, special shampoos. I have never had my hair fall out on keto because I've always had the right amount of protein and I also had the right amount of calories. You might want to bump up your calories just a little bit so you do get the right amount of protein in. But if you go to my YouTube channel under Keto Tams, I do have a video on how much protein that you should have on the ketogenic diet, just to make sure that you're in that reference range. Okay, so now let's go on to number two. Malloy, my question is for you is you seem to have a blood test results all the time during this. How? You have to remember I have heart problems. So my doctors, they're all new to this keto thing. There's no other, I already asked this, there's no other heart patients at Frederick Medical that currently do the ketogenic diet. So they want to make sure that my lipid panel is done every 6 months. That my CRP test is done every year. I have a CAC calcium score test that's done every 5 years. I also have hypothyroidism, and that's done every 6 weeks to 3 months just to make sure my TSH level is within range, because if my TSH is not optimal, anything about 1.2 or above, I get extremely tired and it affects my life. It's not the heart failure, it's the hypothyroidism. So they want to keep track of that too. You do not, when you do not have heart problems or a medical condition, you do not have to have so many tests done. Usually I recommend that at least once a year for a lipid panel. When you start the ketogenic diet, I really advise you to get one done. And then after you been on it for 6, 8, 10 months, have another one done, just in case if something's not going right, or your cholesterol is really, really high. Even though it's not a factor, doctors freak out. You'll have to do your own research. But the main reason why I get mine done every 6 months is so that way my doctors can keep up on the knowledge of keto. And also I can keep track of my triglycerides and HDL ratio. Okay? Penny, when do you change your macros? I change my macros when I have hit a plateau of not losing weight or inches for 3 weeks. Then I go in and I readjust. And it's usually because my fat's a little too high. And my protein may be a little bit too low. So I'll go in and readjust those. But everybody is different. I basically know how many calories that I'm supposed to have and everything like that. There are calculators online that can help you out. If you do exercise, I highly suggest you go to ketogains.com. How much protein is usually too much protein? This one is a touchy subject for me because I believe there is no limit for protein. You can never have too much. But there is excess protein, especially if you have a medical condition where you have to keep track of your glucose and everything like that. I usually don't recommend going above 1 gram per pound of lean body mass, which is goal weight. Usually the cap off is between 0.6 to 0.8 grams per pound of lean body mass goal weight. You really don't need any more than that. Otherwise, you're just wasting it. But hey, if you want to eat more protein, then go with the 1 pound. I just don't see no benefit of it. You guys know I am a weightlifter bodybuilder and I'm at 0.8 grams, 0.7 to 0.8. Wendy, thank you so much for being you. Oh, thank you. I will make sure I subscribe. I would like to hear you talk about consistency. What are some things you do to reinforce your commitment? You mentioned your calendar in another video, and I just thought it was simply brilliant. Well, not only with the calendar, but when I go shopping, I don't buy anything else. I don't buy, the other stuff that's out there. I keep it simple. I stick to the keto foods. I stick to what's on the food list. It doesn't bother me, A lot of people will buy, I'll just buy a little, snack or whatever, just in case if I have that urge. Yeah, I don't have that urge. I just keep it consistent, and you get into that habit and that pattern of keeping it consistent, Also another thing, I want to look fucking hot. I mean, seriously, I don't want to be at 361 pounds again. I've been there. I know what it's like. So that's why that's another reason why I stay consistent, because I don't want to go back to the old me. I love the new me. Why would I want to go back to the old me? Jenny, what heart conditions do you have? I have heart failure with an EF ejection fraction rate of 22%. A normal person runs anywhere between 60 and 65%. Basically, what ejection fraction rate means is that my heart only pumps at 22%. Like I said, a normal person pumps at 60 to 65%. I also have dilated cardiomyopathy, which means an enlargement of the heart. Which I do believe is hereditary in my family because my dad was a large man. I was a large man. Obviously, the heart has to compensate for that. So dilated cardiomyopathy right there. I was also, and it's still in my chart, that I have hypertension, but I don't anymore. My blood pressure is anywhere between 90 to 100, over 60 to 75. So every time I go in, my blood pressure is just, perfect. I also have hypothyroidism. And I wish I didn't, because thyroid, man, it does affect weight loss. It does affect your body. I cannot compare the two between hypothyroidism and heart failure because they basically have the same symptoms. Mike, what helps you stay motivated? I stay motivated because, well, one, I want to look fucking hot, and two, I really don't want to go back to the way I was. Eating healthy is my number one priority to keep my heart failure in check. Carrie, what was the first medication that you were taken off of when you started keto? The first medication I was taken off of was Lasix. Why? Because I cut the carbs. Carbs contain water, anywhere from 3 to 4 grams of water. So if you eat 400 grams of carbs a day, guess what? You're also taking in 1 pound of water. So within a matter of 3 weeks, because I cut the carbs and my kidneys were flushing out that water, I did not need Lasix anymore. I was getting dehydrated from it. Sarah, I have hypothyroidism and lose weight slowly. Could my thyroid be to blame? Yes, your thyroid. It functions everything in your body and how well it digests in your system. If your thyroid's out of whack, everything else is going to be out of whack. You have to make sure that your thyroid is in check. Like I said before, my optimal zone for my TSH is 0.4 to 1.2. Anything higher than that, I don't function. I am like literally sleepy, taking naps, and very, very tired. Becky, I love watching your videos. Keep up the great work. Thank you. What do you do for exercise? For exercise, right now I'm doing 3 days a week. I do full body, and 5 days a week I do fasted cardio. I usually do my weight training in the evening time. I like to break it up. I like to eat before I weight train so that way I have more power in the gym. But I have noticed with the carnivore diet, I could squeeze them both together, but I still choose to do my cardio fasted. And Juden, Tam, do you experience hanging skin when you lost weight? And if you did, what exercises did you do to help with it? Love your videos. Just subscribe to your YouTube channel. You're very inspiring, and I thank you. Well, thank you very much for subscribing to my YouTube channel. As you guys know, March 1st, I will be going, putting all my videos through YouTube. I am trying to build my YouTube channel up. So go over there and subscribe and hit that little bell down below under Keto Tams, Keto TAMZ, and you'll see all my videos there, and that's where I will be posting through. Now, to get back to your story, I lost 171 pounds in 18 and a half months, and yes, I do have loose skin, and it will be coming up on 3 years. I need to have this removed. Otherwise, it's going to take me years upon years upon years upon years to fill that out, even if it fills out. And that's also with intermittent fasting every day for almost 3 years too. So sometimes you just need to have surgery. I do have a video. It's called The Aftermath of Losing 171 Pounds on my YouTube channel from head to toe of loose skin. So if you want to see that, go to YouTube. All right, you guys, I'm going to talk to you later. I've been talking way too long. I hope you guys have a great day. If you have any more questions, put them in the comments below. Just remember, you guys, get out there, have fun, go for a walk, lift some weights, do some yoga, do some sort of exercise every day. It'll make you feel great. It'll pump up them endorphins and make you go smile, and change somebody's day, you guys. I will see you tomorrow with another video. Good luck. Have a nice day. And to my Wisconsinites, be prepared for the snowstorm that's coming tonight again. All right. Bye, guys.